As you jump into chapter 7 of the story this week, you'll follow along with Joshua and the Israelites as they finally cross the Jordan River and make their way into the Promised Land. 40 long years of wandering. This terrible road trip that they were on is finally over. The destination is in sight, and it was beautiful to behold. A land flowing with milk and honey and everything necessary to provide for all of their needs. The promise, the covenant God had made with Abraham back in chapter 2 was about to be fulfilled. The only problem was that the land was occupied by people numerous and strong. And yet even here we find that the Lord's arm was not too short, and that he would continue to perform the greatest miracles on behalf of his people Israel. Despite this continual cycle, this broken record of their unfaithfulness, we get this promise that surely the Lord was fighting for Israel. Surely the Lord fights for Israel. Surely the Lord fights for you. Surely the Lord fights for us. What a comforting thought. There are many images of God throughout Scripture. God is pictured as an eagle, a bird of prey who lifts us up and brings us to safety. God is pictured as a mother hen who gently shelters her chicks under her wings. God is a rock in whom we can always take refuge. And here, God is a warrior who fights for us, and we desperately need that. Because when we run up against obstacles, the giants that are too big for us to slay and to overcome and to conquer on our own, we need someone who will stand with us and fight for us. Even when our own strength runs out, we need an advocate with a mighty arm to crush all the forces of sin and death and darkness in our own hearts and in the world outside of us. And yet God is not a bloodthirsty warmonger intent on wiping out anyone who's not on his side, anyone who's not on his team. Remember, this is the same God who hung up his bow in the clouds. And where are those arrows pointed? Well, they're not downward at us, are they? They're pointed upward at himself. Because God took the punishment we deserved. He was pierced for our transgressions and punished for our iniquity, as Isaiah tells us. The Israelites' conquest of Canaan did not last forever, and just like the Promised Land experienced rest from war, we can find our permanent rest in Jesus Christ alone, who, as the author of Hebrews says, is our ultimate Sabbath rest. See, the battle is done, the war is won, and all because of the cross. So remember, today, now, and always, the same words that God spoke to Israel so long ago apply to you today. Surely the Lord fights for you.